Hey guys, it's Bro, You Whack, and I make a lot of Overwatch videos, and that in turn means I get a few comments here and there on the videos. And with my videos, I always try to help you guys out, but I always get a lot of comments saying, hey Bro, You Whack, thanks for the tips, but one big problem that I'm having is that I'm always getting yelled at for playing the hero that I want. I'm always wanting to play off meta, and everyone messages me, everyone yells at me saying, oh, you threw us the game, it's all your fault. What do I do, Bro, You Whack? And that's one thing that I can't give you a direct answer, and it solves the whole entire problem. If I could, this whole entire place wouldn't be toxic, this whole entire game wouldn't be salty, and everyone would be happy and have enjoyable time. That's not the case because I can't fix human behavior. However, one thing I always stress in my videos is always take control what you have control over, and that's usually what you can do as a player, and I think a lot of people forget that. I think a lot of people forget that there's ways so that they don't get yelled at. I feel like people forget that there's ways that they can change the tide or the momentum or just the straight up attitude of the team based on who they are, what they can do as a player. And that's what I'm going to do in this video, because today I want to talk about how you can still play off meta heroes if they work. That's a big thing I got to put on the screen. If it works, and in turn that you don't get yelled at, because I want everyone to feel comfortable and just play the heroes that they want to play, but I also want to sympathize and understand the people that are yelling at people, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not perfect. I've been that person, alright? I've seen a Sombra, I've seen a Widow, I've seen a Hanzo, I've even seen a Mei before. Now that's a special occasion where that happens, but I've seen these off-meta heroes and I get frustrated myself because, oh, they have a Winston, why don't we play a Reaper instead of this hero, that kind of thing. I just want to create a situation and just tell you, both the off-meta player and also the person that's yelling at the off-meta player, what you need to do. So I'm gonna be honest, whenever it comes to an off-meta hero, I appreciate it. Some of you guys might be surprised at that because I literally just said a couple of seconds ago, I used to be the person that yells at the player that picked the off-meta hero. When it doesn't work though, that's the key factor, is if it's not working, yes, I would get frustrated, but I love it when someone knows how to play like a Sombra or even someone of a Doomfist or a Widowmaker or a Hanzo or even a Mei at times, even though again that's a rare occurrence, because they know how to play a hero that the enemy team doesn't know how to deal with. So if you are a person that gets mad at the off-meta player right away and spawn, just take a step back, let them do their thing, because again, the enemy team might not know how to deal with it because they never see a hero like it, because they're off meta, because they're not seen as this hero that's capable of doing a lot of work, when in hindsight every hero is playable. That means every hero can do work. But that's the biggest factor, and the biggest thing that you put on your shoulders is that stress of doing good, because again, while this isn't fair, you are going to be seen as the scapegoat, because more than likely there's other heroes that you could be playing to take care of the enemy team. So how do you negate that scapegoatness? How do you negate all the people that are yelling at you? By going into game chat and relieving that anxiety, by relieving all that stress. Because my biggest problem whenever someone does pick an off-meta hero is not the fact that I can't yell at them, even though, again, I got better and I don't want to yell at them, or I won't ever yell at them. It's the sole purpose of, hey, I can't ask them to change up the strat. Not change their hero necessarily, just wanting to make something else happen. Maybe I need to change a hero, maybe someone else needs to change a hero. It's just wanting to be a team player and changing something that isn't working. And I say this in a bunch of my videos. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Whatever you're doing, whatever it's not working, because we're assuming that the off-meta hero isn't working. If you're getting yelled at, if you're not getting yelled at, and you're winning, then there you go. Your problem solved. But if you're put in that situation where someone's yelling at you and you're losing, then you need to just be in game chat and willing just to switch things up. Yes, it's not fair that they're yelling at you, but here's another thing. When you are in game chat and they are yelling at you, don't yell at them back, because it's like fighting fire with fire. No one's going to be calm afterwards. Okay, someone's yelling at you, you yell at them. What do you expect the outcome to be? Oh, I love you. You're so amazing. Oh, I'm so glad. No, that's not what's going to happen. That's just dumb. And that's the greatest tip that I can give you, that you have control over when you are put in the situation of getting yelled at for playing off meta. Nobody likes to be yelled at. Nobody likes to be put in that stressful situation. But what can you do? Because yes, you do want to, I encourage you to play the hero that you're comfortable with and that you're good with, but after 2 minutes, what are you going to do at that point? Keep playing the hero even after you use your ultimates? What are you going to do at that point? If they have a Winston, if they have a Diva, and you're playing someone like Hanzo, maybe switch to a Reaper. Something like that. Maybe switch to even a Pharah so you can run Pharmacy. Yes, I know that's seen as a cheesy comp, but you get what I'm trying to say. There's other things that you could be doing to helping out the team rather than just being selfish, because yes, it's selfish of them to yell at you and use you as a scapegoat, but it's also selfish of you to only play what you want to play, because I say the biggest difference of competitive and quick play is that you play what the team needs rather than what you want to play. And at the beginning, you don't know what the team needs. Nobody knows what the team needs. Nobody knows on the enemy team what they need. The only players that kind of know when they go into a match that know what they need are the Overwatch League players. These are a bunch of randoms. You don't know what you're going to be playing unless you look at the enemy team and look at what they play. If they play a bunch of takes, go with the Reaper. If they play no hit scan, play a Pharah. You know, I'm just using the same examples, but that's what you need to do when you're playing off meta, is realize, okay, you don't know what the team needs. Now you realize what the team needs. Now switch to something else. And you can say, oh, bro, you whack, I don't play anything else. I only play those heroes. Well, that's stopping you from climbing. You know, I'm not going to be looking out for everybody that is playing off meta heroes. I also have to understand for the players that want to climb, that are going to play the heroes that quote unquote work most of the time. And that's a big quote that I'm using right there. So overall, just go into chat if you're wanting to play off meta. If someone's literally harassing you and you're still winning, then just mute them. You know, they're frustrated, there's stuff going on in their life that they're mad at, and they're just wanting to take it out on you in a video game. They don't know you, they're not going to show up to your house, you're not going to show up to their house, so it's not like they have anything to lose when they get mad at you. So don't even bother fighting with them, because yes, this is a stressful video game sometimes, but it's a video game still at the end of the day. Play what you want, but then also play what the team needs at that point by making switches and just working together as a team. So hopefully this video does kind of just shine light on the issue of playing off meta heroes, of why it does work and why it doesn't work, but what you can do in the future to make it work. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching more Overwatch videos to come, and bye.